Hello, this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we're doing a topic on probability and we're just doing a basic introduction today. So, if an event is impossible, it has a probability of 0, and if an event is certain to happen, then it has a probability of 1. So down below here, this is going to be my probability scale. So probabilities we measure between 0 and 1. So if we have a probability of 0, that means that it is impossible to happen. If it has a probability of 1, it means that it is certain to happen. Okay, a probability of a half means that there is an equal chance of the event happening and not happening. So that's right here in the middle is a half, and we say that that is an even chance or an equal chance. Okay, so often we measure probabilities between 0 and 1 and any fraction in between, but sometimes we also like to write our probabilities as percentages. So as you can probably imagine, the smallest percentage you could have would be 0, and certain, if something was certain to happen, that would have a probability as a percentage of 100. Right in the middle for an even chance would be 50%. Okay, so we are going to be looking at some events down here, and we want to describe each event as either being impossible, unlikely, even chance, likely, or certain to happen. Okay, so we already have impossible, even chance, and certain. So if something is unlikely to happen, it would be less than even chance, but more than impossible. And if it was likely to happen, it would be more than the even chance, but less than certain. Okay, so that would be in between here. So somewhere in between each of these, this would be unlikely, and this would be likely. All right, so let's have a look at the events we have here. So it says the next baby born will be a girl. Okay, so we can either have a boy or a girl. So you'd probably say that there's an even chance because there's two options. You'd have a 1 in 2 chance or half of getting a girl. Okay, then for B, I will roll a 7 on a standard 6-sided dice. Well, a normal 6-sided dice has numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It doesn't have a 7 at all, which means that rolling a 7 would be impossible. Okay, and C, if you choose a card from a standard deck, you will get a number card. So in a standard deck, we have the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have the Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. There is much more number cards than there are the picture cards. So in that case, I would say that it is likely that you would get a number card. Okay, and in question 2, we have some fractions here. These are probability fractions, but we want to write them as a percentage. So we have done this in a topic on percentages before, but to remind you, to change a fraction into a percentage, all we have to do is to multiply it by 100. Okay, we'll use the calculator to do this for us today. So you type in the fraction 1 over 5, and then you say times by 100 makes 20%. So a 1 in 5 chance in probability is a 20% chance. Let's do it again for B. 3 over 8, to make it a percentage, we multiply by 100. And we type that in the calculator. 3 over 8 times by 100 is equal to a 37.5% probability. Okay, so that's the little introduction today. Time for you to practice some questions like these ones. So here is a few questions, just like the ones I've shown you. pause the video and give these questions a go. Restart to see the answers. So for question 1, describe each event using one of the words: impossible, unlikely, even chance, likely, and certain. Okay, so it will rain in the desert. Well, because it's a desert, we would think they don't get very much rain, but it wouldn't be impossible to get rain. I would say it would just be unlikely. Okay, B, I will eat food this week. Well, I'm very fortunate that I live in a country where we're not short on food. I would say that that is certain that I will be eating food this week. I've already eaten food this week, so that's certain. C, I will win a tennis match against an equally talented opponent. If there's 2 people playing tennis and they are equal in ability, that means that there is an even chance for each of them to win. Okay, question 2. Gemma has a 60% chance of winning her running race. Express this probability as a fraction. So we're going from a percentage and we want to turn that into a fraction. Percentages are always out of 100, so all we need to do is put that 60% over 100, and it's already a fraction, but we can also simplify that. We can either do that without the calculator by crossing off a 0, and then we could divide the top and bottom by 2, giving us a 3 over 5, or if you're able to use a calculator, then you could just type 60 over 100 into your calculator and let it simplify for you. Question 3, Liam wins at cards 3/4 of the time. Express his probability of winning as a percentage. So we have a fraction. He wins 3 out of 4 times. So if I want that as a percentage, I need to multiply it by 100. We could do it without the calculator, but we're doing it with the calculator today. So 3 over 4 times by 100 is equal to 75%. Hopefully you got those answers. That's it for our lesson today. Keep practicing and I'll see you next time.